everyone and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to have a look at an item made by Stihl. This is the GTA 26 Cordless Garden Pruner. I paid about £145 for this on special, however it does go up to about £200, so it's worth looking over those special deals. In this particular kit you have a very weird storage container. In other words, it lets things drop out either side, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. The kit comes with an easy to follow instruction manual, a rather large charging base unit, a 10.8 2.1 mAh battery. Sadly there is only one of these, the cordless pruner itself, some bio-multi oil which according to Stihl is environmentally friendly, and 90% biodegradable. All of this is contained within a semi-rigid bag which has two metal attachment loops, so no doubt you can hang it from a wall, therefore having easy access to all parts of this little kit. The initial impression of the GTA 26 is very favourable as it looks very modern and it feels very solid in the hand. The GTA 26 also sports a lockout lever that can be accessed from either side. On top of the chain there is a chain guard, so this gives you added safety, and underneath that the cover covers both the bar and the chain. This is an extremely snug fit, but I guess it won't fall off anytime soon. Flip open this wing nut and turn it anti-clockwise to get access to the chain, ensuring that the battery is first removed. This is much better than you realise, as you don't require tools to make any adjustments to this little pruner. So gone are the days when you have to keep taking a multitude of hex keys or screwdrivers with you. We now have access to the bar, chain and sprocket area. Replacing the chain is now easy and also cleaning. If you do replace the chain, make sure it's orientated in the correct direction. All of the strong mechanical elements of this GTA 26 are made of metal, whereas the main bulk of the frame and outer casing are made of this durable plastic. This keeps the weight down and makes things easier to clean. Replacing the wing nut cover is an easy affair, as it only slots in one way. When the cover is in position, just re-tighten the wing nut in a clockwise direction. Before using, make sure you check the tension of the chain. This is too much flex, so we need to tighten this up. Pull the bar gently and re-tighten the wing nut. Check the tension again to make sure it's not too loose or not too tight. 1mm of travel is about perfect. Pull on the chain gently to make sure it travels around the bar correctly. Close off the wing nut and replace the chain cover. And apart from oiling, we're all set up to go. Always ensure that you oil the chain before use, and that you oil it on both sides of the chain, as demonstrated here, making sure that you lift up the chain guard to get the last section of chain. This can sometimes be messy, so it would be a good idea to place a rag underneath the chain as you're doing this. With the oil on the chain and running it for the first time, you'll notice that oil literally spreads all over the place and will escape from every little hole it can find, so be mindful of that as you turn it on. Now to charge the battery. Simply place the battery in the charger. It only fits one way. The indicator light will show red when charging and green when it's fully charged. From 0 to 80% takes just under 1 hour. 100% takes about an hour and 15 minutes. Again, the battery only fits in one way. On the GTA 26, it clicks in securely and certainly doesn't wobble. Thankfully, the garden pruner has a battery indicator light. Simply press this button and you'll get an indication of how much charge is left. Curiosity got the better of me and I just really wanted to see what it sounded like, how quickly it would start up and also how quickly it would stop moving. Starting and stopping were both quite efficient given the size of the saw, which goes to better operational safety. The GTA 26 is not that quiet, so I decided to measure the sound. The peak sound level measured at 101.4 decibels. The blade bar length is about 4 inches, which equates to about 10 centimeters. The whole unit length, including the battery, is about 15.5 inches, which is about 39 centimeters. The machine height, not including the grip, is just under 7 inches. The GTA 26 weighs 1,480 grams with the battery and chain protector. This is advertised as a cordless pruner, and yet certainly resembles a mini chainsaw. I'm therefore left a little confused, so I decided to Google the definition. When you think of the word pruning, you think of hand shears, secateurs or loppers. The act of pruning, however, means to trim back or to make the plant look healthier, or to remove dead or unwanted elements of the plant. And this can be accomplished by the use of any tool, and that includes saws. So under that metric, it definitely is a cordless pruner, even though it's most certainly a mini chainsaw. Whilst looking at the chain operation in slow motion, you can see it doesn't move much from the bar, which is a good thing, so there's no slop to this, or indeed any excessive travel. Therefore cutting efficiency is greatly improved, making sure of course the chain has the correct tension and is well oiled. According to Stihl, the chain runs at a speed of 8 meters per second. These are impressive figures given that all this power is coming from a 10.8 volt battery. Thankfully Stihl make a holster to go with the GTA 26 and is made of predominantly strong plastic, which is covered in a canvas type product. On the outside of the holster is a strap where you can place a tool, and on the other side is a leg strap which has a quick release clip. At the top we have a belt loop, and on the inside, to add to durability, there is a metal plate. Link to this holster in the description comment below. Overall, the holster feels well made and serviceable. The GTA 26 fits into the holster one way. You'll soon know if you get it the wrong way round because it won't fit. Simply turn it around and it should slide in nice and easily. After attaching the holster to your belt, then use the leg strap. It's important to use the strap because it keeps the holster in one position, especially when you're walking or moving your legs around. When it's fully attached and you have the tool inside, it feels absolutely wonderful, and I certainly feel like a cowboy ready for the draw. When putting the GTA 26 into the holster, it feels really secure and certainly gives you a high level of confidence when doing other tasks, as the tool certainly won't just drop out. There's also the added bonus that you look really cool whilst pruning. As it happens, I've got an excuse to do some pruning in the garden. Isn't it amazing that as soon as you have a new tool in the house, it needs to be used, and that miraculously new jobs are found for it? Before operating the garden pruner, check the chain tension. And using the Stihl oil each side of the chain. This increases the longevity of the saw and the efficiency. After finishing oiling both sides, pull the trigger for a few seconds until the oil goes around the full length of the chain, and point it away from you as oil will be thrown forwards. My wife has the honour of using it for the first time, as the pruner was bought for her. The blade cuts through this 2-inch branch with ease. This was an extremely awkward cut to make, as it was at height and at an angle. This demonstrates its versatility. Still advocate you use both hands whilst operating this tool. I find this awkward and a little excessive to say the least. Cutting loose branches becomes almost problematic, as the branch you're cutting will keep moving. The saw gives very little resistance when it's cutting, plus it's reasonably light to hold, which means if you choose to use it one-handed, you're not going to have any issues because it's a lot safer holding a loose branch. The direction of the wood chippings is actually quite predictable, as they are thrown underneath the chain guard and a small gap just at the back of the chain. Many people say it's impossible to put the holster, the tool and any other paraphernalia within this little bag. Well, here's proof that you actually can. I realise it's awkward, but it's certainly doable. But I do agree with most that it is certainly an odd shaped design, as I believe the main purpose is to unfold it and hang it on a wall. Now for my final thoughts on this. Firstly, get some safety gloves and safety glasses, and always familiarise yourself with the equipment before you use it. Still have a fantastic name of reliability and dependability, and it's also shown in this product. This kit is pretty much complete apart from one other thing. It should have had 2 batteries, not just the one. The one battery is just not enough. Ease of use is good and build quality is also excellent. I personally believe that the holster is a good purchase and a must-have item to go with this tool, as it increases your mobility whilst gardening. The bag definitely has limited use, as you certainly run the risk of losing things at either end. Having it as a wall-mounted item is almost pointless, as there are not many gardeners I know who carry a wall around with them. So who would benefit from the GTA 26 the most? Well, 100% a gardener, as this will slice through branches up to 4 inches thick, plus it's light and relatively safe to use. Irrespective that they like to deem it as a pruner, it's technically a mini chainsaw. So this tool and some secateurs would be a perfect combination, as you have the best of both worlds, being able to cut and to prune precisely. The tool certainly has its place, but it's not designed for every single task. It's a versatile and certainly capable mini chainsaw, reasonably priced and reasonably well made, and is the perfect gift for a gardener or allotment holder who's got everything, or indeed a perfect treat me gift for yourself. You can also upgrade this with an extension shaft, again adding to versatility. I believe this tool is handy for anyone. I absolutely love making these videos for everyone and being able to do a small part in helping people's lives. Please like and subscribe, as it costs absolutely nothing, just a little click of your mouse, which allows me to bring you much more content. Feel free to leave comments whenever you like and give me ideas. I'm open to anything. Until next time, be safe and enjoy yourselves.